Yo guys, welcome to the last lap. Don't forget to drop a lovely, juicy 5-star rating if you're watching on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it.
Driver ratings.
To do quick fire, like boom.
5-minute driver ratings.
Number blam.
Let's start at the back. Nick De Vries, what are we giving him? Out of 10.
Out of 10. I'm going to go 4 out of 10.
Yeah, 4.
So far.
I hear it. Not at the measure.
3. I'm giving him 3.
Oh,
Given his experience, I expected more.
I expected him to hit the ground running, to be honest. I'm not saying I was expecting, especially with the car, I wasn't expecting him to score points, but I thought he would be a lot
He's
closer
not a
to
rookie,
Yuki.
is he?
He's not a rookie.
I'm only willing to give him a 4 just because Sargent wiped him out of Australia, but he was at the back anyway. So.
And the team kind of shafted him in Jeddah as well, because like he was the only driver to never drive that track either in Formula 1 or Formula 2, and the team had reliability issues in Jeddah, so he got no run at all.
True.
But at the same time,
he's got a lot
but
of
he's found
experience.
himself like in Australia. Why was he at the back? So it's a bit of the team and a bit of him as well.
Sonoda?
I'm going to give him a 6, actually. About a 6 or a 7.
7.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, 7.
think 7.
No, yeah. When I said
6 and
6,
a
I was
half.
He's been good.
6.5. I'm just harsh. Actually, no, 7 because I like him.
No, I was going to say. His vibes.
Just
I think
vibes.
P11,
Small man.
P11, P10. He was on the cusp of
Actually, yeah,
points.
true. Yeah, definitely a 7.
He's done a really good job. I don't think outstanding yet, because it's difficult to benchmark
Hard
him
to
with
measure
Pierre
it,
Gasly now gone. Like maybe he's actually having a howler. Maybe that car's actually like the 3rd best car in the grid.
Nah, it's not.
But yeah, no,
I've seen the picture. It ain't. It's
No
not.
shot.
But I think P11, P10, that's a
Yeah.
good start to the season. And also, more for Yuki, he's kept it clean. No incidents,
yeah.
no silly driving into the barrier out of the pits or, driving into De Vries.
Foolishness.
It's
Yeah.
one of them, the points aren't going to tell the full story when you're only giving points to the top 10 and you finish P11 twice.
Yeah, it's harsh.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Sargent?
I'd say honestly a 6. I would have given him a 7 if it wasn't for the Australian incident. I was actually really impressed
I'd
with him at
say
Bahrain.
6.
Like,
I'm probably-
for a
6 as
debutant
well.
in a Williams, I genuinely think he's matched album
For the
pretty
first
well.
3 races, though, I'm going to give him a 5. I think he's been okay, exactly 5 out of 10, because I think he had a great race in Bahrain. That opening lap, I don't know if you guys saw, was amazing. But
it's
then
very good.
he bottled it in quali in Jeddah as well. Like I think he crashed a little bit, made a mistake.
Yeah, but that was so unlucky. He actually out
It was, but he had another lap. That's Formula 1.
He did have another lap.
He had
Yeah,
I think he had 2 laps afterwards.
But
actually.
as a rookie, to go quicker in dry conditions than Alex Albon, like Latifi never
would have
did
been
that.
through to Q2. I know it's a lot of ifs and buts, but I think
I think
I'm
the
not saying
pace-
he's been bad. I think 5 out of 10. He's been good. He's been solid. 5 out of 10. That's kind of where
it's like rookie ironing out mistakes.
Yeah, for sure.
Really.
Albon.
If it wasn't
that
for
Australia, man.
if it wasn't for Australia, I'd probably give him an 8 or a 9. But
Did
I'm going
you
to go
see
7.
James Vowell's breakdown actually of the incident?
I
It's
did.
really
It's-
interesting.
I can't believe that that's the. I think I
Talking
actually.
about tire temperatures and how it kind of it was set off earlier, basically.
right.
Because he actually went around that corner slower
Yeah.
than he did the previous lap, and that's what kind of I think dropped the tire temps because he went on the grass a little bit. But had it not been for Australia, where I think he would have been in the points, no doubt.
7.
He's a bit of an Australia. I think 7 is about right, but he's been really good. I'm happy to see Alex because we had these talks at the end of I think 2021. Like there was pressure on him to be that number 1 driver in 2022. He's delivered. Like he's really been great.
Definitely. K-Mag?
Um,
Do you know what? Like I'm actually going to go only 5. Like I know he scored
I'm
points
going
in
lower
Jeddah,
than
but
that.
his
Going lower than that.
the quality gap between him and Hulk has been a bit worrying.
3.
And then he binned it as well.
I think maybe, Australia somewhat saves him. I'm saying 4. Disappointing.
What do you mean saves him? He binned it. Don't you remember?
Oh, no, sorry. I was talking about Jeddah.
Is that him snoring, by the way?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Unbelievable.
He's bored of
That was him
working.
saying a 3.
Minton says 3.
Min-
Yeah, maybe a 3 actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Expectations.
Hulkenberg coming back into. I mean, look, listen. I'm sorry, Hulkenberg. Yeah, I'll sign the apology letter. Yeah, I was leading the ship against him. Do you know what I mean? I was captain. I am
of the Armada.
captain now. Yeah. against
No
Nico
more
Hulkenberg.
though then. Matt Amos. When are we going to see him though?
yes.
He was slating Hulkenberg
Yeah.
last year. Get him on the show.
If
Amos.
Hulkenberg to
Get
come
ready.
back and be beat him.
Well, where are
like-
we saying Hulk then?
I think Hulk has been, honestly, I think he's been like an 8. Like he's been really good. He's actually exceeded my expectations. He's
Because
kept
of
it,
the time off as well.
Because of the
3 years
time
out
off.
of a full-time seat.
and also the quality gap to his teammate. It's difficult to know where that car is, but the quality gap in I know 3 races is not a lot, but I think he's like over 6/10 quicker than K-Mag. And then also got a little bit.
that's mad.
He got a little bit unlucky, I think, in that first race. kind of
Very
clip.
unlucky, yeah.
So I think for what and had the lap stood, the whole like Australia, they went on countback, and Sainz still got his penalty, he would have been on the podium. So it's just
Yeah.
these little margins in rules.
Hey.
I think So I'm going to go, I'm going to go 8, which might be a bit too much, but
That's fair. Yeah, I'm going to go 7.5 just purely because I have to keep my agenda. But
There you go.
Other than that, like
agenda
Loyal
over
to your agenda.
loyalty over agenda.
agenda over facts. I love it.
Always got to be agenda over facts.
I respect it.
Valtteri Bottas.
He's had a howler.
Very
I don't-
good first race.
Do you know what's not? Yeah, he was unreal in that first race,
Forgotten
but
the first race.
Bahrain P8.
Bahrain.
P8. So
Qualified Joe.
that definitely balances it out.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go 4 out of 10 because the last 2 races, what has happened to him?
Stinky.
Surely it was damage at Jeddah. Because
Yeah.
he was like in a different. He was
I
driving
dunno.
a 2 car.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they said there was. I think he's just unhappy with the car, unhappy with the balance. He was
Oh,
talking
well.
after Australia.
Yeah.
If there's no damage, then yeah, it's 4.
Yeah, 4.
If there's damage, then it's 5.
Joe.
I think again, nothing stunning. I think maybe a 5 or a 6. I'm going to go 6 because I think he in qualifying he's really stepped it up against Valtteri, but no more than a 6. I think it's difficult. It's difficult to gauge Alfa Romeo like where that car is. I think
no idea
I think
what the
no
car
one is
is,
talking
yeah.
about. I think
dead.
Mahad, who you've had on the show, he tweeted like no one is talking about Alfa Romeo. They can be like absolute. They can have stinkers and no one even notices.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go 6 for Joe, but it's difficult to know where that car is.
Yeah, I'd say 6.
It's a howler. That car's shocking.
It was like so good this time
Looks
last
good.
year.
yeah, it looks all. Yeah, it looks
I think it's because
alright, yeah, it looks
they were
alright.
at the weight limit and then they couldn't add performance by taking weight away. Everyone else could, and I just think they've just been left behind because they can't add over to that car somehow. Okay, Piastri.
Oh, it's so difficult.
I mean, he's been so unlucky.
the first 2 races are just a
I'd
write
say
off.
6.
Yeah,
I'd say 6. I think he's done well, like relative to Lando.
Yeah, I think 6 is about. I think he
Jeddah
has.
qualifying, for example, was top quality.
Lando's already said that Oscar's pushing him harder than he's been pushed for a while.
Yeah, wouldn't have that if it was Daniel Ricciardo, by the way.
Daniel Ricciardo crying in a corner somewhere.
Maybe he's talking about Carlos
making a
Sainz. Who knows? As well. Maybe.
Also, that's a lie. Like it's blatantly a lie because I'm not saying Sainz had like Lando in his pocket because that'd be totally like over exaggerating it, but Sainz was the stronger driver.
Well, maybe that's what he's referring to. Maybe he's referring to the science era.
Maybe, yeah.
I'd
But yeah,
probably
Oscar,
say-
I'm gonna go 6 because I feel like it was the first 2 races are total write-offs. Q3 to get into Q3 in Jeddah, I think was
impressive.
very impressive.
Yeah.
And just to keep it clean in his home race, a lot of pressure to be an Australian at your home race, during your rookie season. So he's not been spectacular, but he's actually surprised me with how good he's been.
Yeah,
So
I'm
6.
probably gonna. Yeah, I'll say 6.5. I think
just go like-
qualifying was really impressive.
No one can take the number you've just took. We need to. Everyone's just gonna go the same.
Lando.
Yeah.
Lando. Got to wrap
7.
through. Got 3 minutes, boys.
Okay, he's to me Lando's a 7. He had a howler in Jeddah in qualifying, which is
Yep.
the first like bad race and bad like weekend I've seen from Lando for
Yeah,
a while.
I'd
but
say 7.
Yeah, there
He
was like his
re-
own error as
he
well.
really
like,
made up
quality.
for it in Australia. So 7.
7.
Yeah, fairs.
7. Ocon. Not great.
I'm gonna go
5.
I'm gonna
Five,
go 5.
I'd
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right, he's been good. Nothing more.
Yeah, bang average. Gasly.
Oh, if it hadn't been
6, but you can't be 6 because you
that's
can't.
such a-
You cannot be slapping it into your own teammate like
He'd
that.
be a 7 if it wasn't for the shunt. I think I've got to
and
give
also
him
the
five
howler
as
easily.
well.
I know he made up for it, but how he qualified last in Bahrain. So which is
Yeah.
good. I'm gonna go.
5.
Well, he qualified last in Bahrain, but didn't make it back to get points. So it was a good comeback.
I think he
drive in the
did.
end.
Yeah, he did. I think he got into 10th, so he got like 1 point. I'm gonna go 5 for Gasly, but
was I saying?
maybe that's a bit harsh.
Science.
Forgot he wasn't even on the grid.
Yeah, same. No, actually, no,
4.
that's harsh.
I'm gonna go 4.
Yeah, maybe 4. 4 or 5, isn't it?
I mean, he took Alonso out. That could have been a big chance for potentially.
Yeah, 4. He's just looked off it, hasn't he? He's looked off. He's
Yeah.
looked off his game relative to Shaw.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because it is its own error as well.
Yeah.
He goes from like fighting for a
And it's just
podium
been
to out
off
of
the pace
points.
relative to. It's just been slower.
Yeah.
Shaw.
I'm gonna go 7. I think,
Worldie of equality.
Charles
in
really
Saudi.
hard to judge in it because
and I think Bahrain as well. Was he not? On, was
I'm
he?
going to give him an
I think
8.
he was 3rd.
I think Charles been really good. I think considering.
he's been unlucky.
I think that
Yeah, in
Australia thing just it was just a silly little error. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's massively his fault, but
Yeah.
7 out of 10 I'm gonna go.
first lap.
I think
stuff,
he's
though, innit?
he's driven really well though. I think that he was
He
unlucky
was
there.
I think he probably would have grabbed the podium in Bahrain.
And also, actually keep in mind,
Breakdown.
actually, yeah, because Bahrain he got that reliability issue as well. So yeah,
I'm giving him 8.
I think
I'm gonna go
I
7.
think he would have been clear of Alonso. I don't think Alonso would have caught him in Bahrain. So yeah, I'm probably going to go for an 8.
Hamilton.
I think 8. I think he's been in qualifying. He's definitely took a different kind of approach this weekend, where he's a lot more about the races. He's dropped off a little bit in qualifying.
Yep.
No doubt about we're usually used to seeing Lewis, slap up his teammates in quali, but I think George has out qualified him in every single session so far. But in the races, he's right there. He's still right there in the races, which you see that experience, that championship winning experience.
I think I'll give them both an 8.
What, him and Russell?
Yeah.
I'm going to give Russell an 8 as well. I think he got really unlucky in Australia in terms of that reliability issue.
Yeah.
I think he would have been right up there.
We're doing a big driver bias, by the way, here. We didn't give anyone an 8 down the order.
Yeah. Well, they're at the front for a reason. Well,
Yeah, but they're
okay, not the front,
yeah.
really, towards the front for a reason. But I think they've been good. I think they're so solid, them two. Stroll. Expectations make me want to give him an 8, but I'm going to give him a 7.
I'm going to give him a 7. It's again with the whole hand thing. Like I think Baku is going to be the first time where I think he's going to be kind of back to his best. So you've got to take that into account. But at the same time, he's driving a really good car. But he's been really solid. Don't get me wrong. So I think 7 is actually really good for Stroll. I think he's only going to get better actually as it goes.
Because he did well at Jeddah, but then obviously broke down. That's completely out of his control. He got lucky in Australia. The little bottle job at the end.
Don't think that we didn't see that.
That was the old Stroll coming back there for a hot second.
Oh wait, the brake pedal is on the left.
Yeah. Oh shit, mate. We'll give him.
I'm going to go 7. Yeah,
7.5.
Okay.
Still generous.
Fernando.
I'm going to go 9 for Fernando.
Yeah,
I feel like
this might be the first.
I think he
9.
just misses out because of Australia. I think him and Lewis had a very similar car, but Lewis was able to stay ahead and match him on pace. So I'm going to go 9, but he's been as close to perfect as you can get.
P3s, 3 P3s, boom, 9.
3 podiums, man, in that little Aston Martin.
Cute.
Oh, Fernando, what a man.
Little green.
What are you guys going with though? I'm going to go 9.
Yeah, I'm 9.
Yeah, 9. I think 9.1.
Very good.
It has to be different.
should have done it out of 100, shouldn't we? 91 out of 100. Okay, Perez.
I'm going to go 8, which might be a bit kind of. He did come home P2 in Bahrain. He completed that 1-2. He was quite far off Max. He did the job that he needed to do in Jeddah. I know Max was kind of out of the picture, but then that crash, I think, really and I was not impressed by his recovery drive. Only in that Red Bull to only get up to P6 or P5 in the end.
Yeah.
I actually expected
with a
bit
lot
better.
of carnage as
with
well.
A lot
of carnage.
With the field closing up because of the restart. So
I'm going to give him an 8 as well. I think all in all,
I'm giving him a 7.
He was very unlucky in qualifying. I'm sure that was a car issue. I believe that was a car issue.
Yeah, it was a brake issue, wasn't it?
So the car was just dragging, going forward.
It wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. Australia isn't the easiest place to pass. It wasn't the greatest recovery.
Yeah, I just
7.5.
I just expected a little bit more.
Yeah,
especially with that the DRS handicap that the Red Bull has.
Yeah, got slapped in Bahrain as well. So
in the Supermax.
10.1, isn't it?
Has it been a 10? I don't think it's been a 10.
Nah.
I mean, he's literally the only mistake he's made is when the car bottled it and broke down in Jeddah. If we're being realistic, he qualifies on pole for every single race, and he wins every single race. Had it not been for his car letting him down in Jeddah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. True. Fair.
Yeah. I think it's probably a 10, isn't it?
Okay. No, 9.5.
Okay. Okay, 9.5.
Whether he went on the grass
there
and
he went on the grass in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 9.9.
Not punished, but he went on the grass.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
He should have fixed the
It's
car.
because he had a
there and then.
30-second lead. That's why he wasn't punished.
He could.